with meteorologist Megan Decimal for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, I knew it was going to be a chilly one when I opened my main front door and the screen door was totally frozen over, and I knew I would be sitting in my car for some time after that.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of the coldest days I've ever experienced in my life, it feels like, as you head out the door this morning. We are under that cold weather advisory, so don't be too shocked by those cold temperatures. Here's a look for those counties under that advisory highlighted in teal up until 10 o'clock this morning. And in terms of what it's looking like nationally, I mean, take a look at that cold dip in temperatures highlighted in that pink shade, as here in Hazard we're looking at 5 degrees. A little bit of a closer zoom in on what we're seeing here in eastern Kentucky. Some folks are getting down to 3 degrees even. 3 is that temperature right now in Wise in Louisa. The warmest temperatures in eastern Kentucky right now are Middlesboro at 10 degrees and Whitesburg at 10. So it's a very cold start to your day, and we're only going to see temperatures warming up into the 30s. Highs for the day will be between 30 degrees to 39 degrees. So again, very cold day ahead, but at least we're going to be nice and dry. Just looking at a little bit of clouds here and there, but an overall pretty sunny day ahead. Here's what that 12-hour forecast for you. Plenty of sunshine, highs around 3 p.m. And again, it's going to be cold all day long, so make sure you're staying bundled up. Caroline.
Thanks, Megan. Police are investigating a murder at a Berea home. Officers identified the victim as 76-year-old Margie Berry. They tell us the suspect, Kevin Berry, is her son and a former sheriff's deputy. At around 11:30 yesterday morning, Williamsburg police say they attempted to pull Berry over on I-75 near exit 11. He was later found dead inside his car. The Willie County coroner tells us Berry died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Very troubling, very tense and traumatic situation that we were faced with today, but there was also another unfortunate circumstance and situation, tragedy in Madison County. Our thoughts are with the family, and we just utilized each other for, working as a team and trying to bridge the gap, fill in the details so that there could be closure.
Williamsburg police are investigating Kevin's death. Berea police are handling the investigation into Margie's death. In Rockcastle County, crews were called to a fire involving multiple cars caused by a fallen power line. They say a power line failure caused the line to fall across several vehicles, causing that fire. It happened at the Merrittburg Baptist Church in Mount Vernon just before 6 on Sunday. The fire department there says the flames were quickly brought under control, resulting in minimal damage to the building. And in London, police need your help identifying a man who they say stole a bus. The London Police Department says this man stole an Artec bus from the dialysis center in London on Friday. If you recognize the man or have any information that could help police investigate the stolen bus case, you can call the London Police Department at 606-878-7000. And now a major development in the Brown University deadly shooting case. Late Sunday, investigators announced they were releasing a previous person of interest in the case after the evidence pointed in a different direction. CBS News' Jared Hill has more from Providence, Rhode Island.
A new twist in the investigation into Saturday's deadly shooting at Brown University. Late Sunday, authorities announced the person of interest they had detained was released.
Certainly there was some degree of evidence that pointed to this individual, but that evidence needed to be corroborated and confirmed. That evidence now points in a different direction.
Police say they're still searching for whoever is in this video, a person wearing all black, calmly walking away from the scene.
We're going to work extremely hard to bring that person that's responsible for these acts to justice.
The deadly shooting happened Saturday afternoon. Chaos after authorities say a shooter fired dozens of rounds inside a university building during a final exam review session.
We just heard like 5 shots ring out, and we didn't really know what it was at first. We got out of our seats when we heard a stampede run by, and then some kids went to check the hallway and no one was there, so we ran outside.
In this video, you see police rushing into a library where students had sheltered in place. Brown University freshman Kamari Mans says his roommate was one of the 2 people killed in the attack, 9 others injured.
Brown's grieving, I'm grieving. The loss of him will be felt throughout this community.
Sunday night, a moment to celebrate the holidays, became a chance to search for peace as investigators call for patience in their search for justice. Jared Hill, CBS News, Providence, Rhode Island.
Police in Providence say they followed an FBI tip that led to that initial person of interest. They are still asking people to contact the FBI with any videos or information from the day of the attack. A memorial is growing at the site of Sunday's terror attack in Sydney, Australia. People left flowers and hung Israel's flag along Bondi Beach. Police say 2 gunmen, a father and his son, opened fire on a crowd that gathered at the beach to mark the first day of Hanukkah. 15 people died, dozens more were hurt. Police shot and killed the father and critically wounded his son. Authorities have described what happened as a terror attack that targeted the Jewish people. Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese denounced the shooting. He called it an act of pure evil. Homicide investigators are on the scene in California after the bodies of 2 people were found inside the Los Angeles home of filmmaker Rob Reiner. Sources tell CBS News the deceased are Reiner and his wife, Michelle. In a news conference overnight, police would not confirm the identity of the bodies and said they would not give details surrounding the deaths until the investigation moves further along.
It's a death investigation. If it's determined to be a crime, we will seek the suspect. We will bring them to justice.
Authorities say investigators are questioning neighbors as they await a warrant to fully search the property. A powerful gas line explosion severely damaged a neighborhood in San Francisco, California. Home security footage captured Thursday's blast, which destroyed 1 home and damaged several others. Pacific Gas and Electric says it was alerted that a third-party construction team damaged an underground gas line. The company sent a crew to fix it, but gas had already been released, and a few hours later, the explosion happened. 6 people were taken to the hospital. 3 are said to be in serious condition. Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf's condition continues to improve, according to his family and the West Virginia National Guard. Wolf was serving with the West Virginia National Guard when he was shot in an ambush-style attack in Washington, D.C. last month. Another soldier died. Wolf's mother says Andrew is sitting in a chair and moving more of his right side. She says he is smiling and starting to shake his head. She says Andrew's recovery has been miraculous, saying God has given Andrew the strength he needs to heal. She says the next steps will be intense rehabilitation. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, could a small plastic lockbox be the key to cutting down on how much time you spend on your phone? We'll find out.
And while temperatures are below freezing today, some better temperatures are on the way.